Say now, I'm back basking and trying to rise up out these ashes. Yeah, yeah. You know, that's what it is. That's what it has been, you know, and I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna fake like, that I got it all great. I'd be a whole mess, you know, and I used to try to not show that part, but I realized that if I don't, and I show all good about me, motherfucker gonna think I'm always all good, and I'm not. I don't be. But take things one day at a time, you know, and strive. You know what I'm saying, to be a better version of myself. You know, that's not really the purpose of this. I just really wanted to, uh, uh, what's the word? Not respond, but recognize that it is, and it has been Women's History Month. And what I've been noticing from the sidelines this month is a lot of guys out here, bashing women, disrespecting women, chastising women, talking about what she ain't doing, what she need to do. And I'm like, ugh. And I myself on the sidelines, paying attention and seeing that. Which way should I go? It's like, yeah, you might got a point. I don't know if you got a point. No. Yeah, maybe. Just like that, but refraining from adding on to that energy, because this just ain't the time for all that. Hasn't been the time for all that. It's March 31st. Rest in love, Nipsey, by the way. We ain't forget about you. You know what I'm saying? Young King, gone too early. Another one gone too early. This just gotta stop, man. I was hoping it stopped in the 90s and it just keep going. But to continue further on when I'm speaking on the topic of celebrating and recognizing at least women's history, y'all just so great. Y'all just great. Just, what is life without woman? Natural women. Naturally born women. Now, I'm not trying to get into the politics of what's, the technicalities and all that. I'm going off of what I know. and my preference is, speaking on natural women. Yeah. And not a knock or shade to anybody that, want to be perceived or recognized as a woman. I'm not gonna go there. This ain't the topic of this. What I can say is, though, to piggyback on what I was saying, earlier about a lot of guys, not really understanding that this month should have just been reserved to celebrating the woman that you care about. It could be family, friends, your girl, hubby, wife, your 304, whatever it might be. To you, as a man, I'm gonna speak for myself, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot that agree that we all know. I know some great women throughout my whole life. So, and that's worthy to be celebrated. And so, having said that, it's just, this is women's time. And I could even remember where, I think not too long ago this month, where I believe something about a trans man wanted to be labeled as woman and label woman something else. I don't know. It was something to that degree. No, everybody need to stop stealing the show of Women's History Month. You see what I'm saying? Like, but we all need work done on us. I mean, within us first, you know? A lot of us, you know, we need to work on ourselves. Why there's so much weird stuff going on? A lot of cars. Is that the police? The Fed? It's weird stuff. But, yeah. So, I don't want to ramble. I need to start writing down what I think, because if I don't, I'm going to be everywhere with it, you know. But, one thing I could just speak on before I go, where women always had their own separate struggle, you know. You know, I'm just trying to speak on things of what celebrating Women's History Month means. You know, women, especially in America, there was a time where they were second-class citizens, where they had no rights. If I was president or leader, I would never do that. You know, I believe women's at their best when you allow them, as a man, allow her to be her at her best, but according to the principles as a man that man lays down. Now, I get it. A lot of women's like, no, it shouldn't resolve around a man laying anything down. I get the whole thing about that, but hear me out. Something that's been missing in our culture is structure. Solid family structure, where a man plays his role, lives out his role, and a woman lives out her role, and together bring forth a solid union, you know, to flourish. But it's hard to flourish without a strong foundation, you know. And women has been so liberated more than ever these days, where she can make her money, own money. She don't need no man. She don't need to be under no man, you know. And I applaud that. When it comes to having balance, it's something that has to be agreed upon, you know, because it's always a woman's choice, you know what I'm saying? It's a man's world, but women make it go round. So it's always like a delicate balance amongst us. And tugging a war for power or whatever ain't what it is, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's always gonna be that, but hey, something gotta give. But yeah, the woman, you know, my mother, my grandma, my auntie, my sisters, you know, my kids' moms, you know, exes that I used to be in relationships with. Look, they're all good women to me. Even if it is, it's always ups and downs, but I'm just proud that just, have great women. I got, I got some, you know, I want to raise up some girls to become good women. So, in order for that to happen, for me as a man, brother, father, son, grandson, I have to know myself. And before I could get to know anybody else, treat myself good and love myself good before I could do that with anybody else. I challenge all of us men to understand them principles first before we enter into a woman's life. You see what I'm saying? That helps. That can help. What else? So now that you women are liberated, y'all came a long way. What we gonna do now? What's next? Are you for world dominion? Is it not over? Is your quest not over till you conquered man completely? I just want to know the end game. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it there right there for now. All right, be good to yourselves.